Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there. Yes, I can safely say it. We're finally up to date. We're finally talking about the latest week. Yes, of course, that means it's another drop list video. And in today's drop list video, we're going to be talking about week 18 of Supreme's Spring Summer 2020 collection. So guys, we just did our extremely long week 17 Supreme drop list video because I mean there was more to talk about than just the drop list. We had to talk about some other things as well, so it did go for a little bit longer than I wanted to. So hopefully this one will be a lot more shorter than the last one. And I had a quick look at week 18. Sorry, I kind of spoiled it for myself, and I think it's going to be a quick one, guys, because week 18, not to ruin it for you, not to spoil it too much, but week 18, it's not looking good. But that's okay, you know, we'll cover that. We'll get into that. So, as we always do, to cover a drop list, we have to head on over to a Supreme community page to have a look at all the pieces that are releasing. I'll dive into my thoughts and opinions on each individual piece, and then I'll cover and talk about how I feel about the week as a whole. But I want input from you guys. Let me know in that comment section below during the video, you know, what pieces you like, what ones you don't like, and how you feel about the week as a whole as well. And if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming drop lists, upcoming Supreme releases, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and subscribe to the channel as we are trying to hit 2,400 subs by the end of July. We hit our amazing milestone of 2,325 before July hit, but then someone unsubscribed, so then we went back down to 2,324. But that happened in July, so that doesn't count. We reached the milestone in June, but someone's unsubscribed in July, so I'm not going to count that. That's okay. We hit our milestone in June. That's all right. But let's see if we can hit 2,400 subs before the end of July. Honestly, I don't know if we will, but it's up to you guys. But let's press on. Let's head on over to the Supreme community page and have a look at week 18 of Supreme's Spring Summer 2020 collection. Here we are. So yes, you may instantly notice that the Supreme umbrella has reappeared. It didn't drop for week, I think it was 16 it was meant to drop for. Instead, in week 16, we got a stapler. We got a Supreme stapler for week 16. So that happened, and now this week, we're going to get the umbrella instead. Now, you may also notice that I've preemptively put a thumbs up on it. There we go. You already know how I feel about the umbrella. But the rest of the week... okay. It's, really something. It's really something. So we'll start from the bottom and then we'll get to here, but it's yikes. It's a real yikes for this week. This week is it's rough. But we'll start off with the velour tank top. Yes, guys, Supreme was like, I'm not feeling the traditional just cotton tank top. We got to make it velour cotton. If you don't know what velour feels like, it's like how do I describe it? It's like a soft, fuzzy method of changing cotton, so it feels kind of like, man, they use velour for like a bunch of pillows and stuff. Like, it's very rarely used for clothes, and it was a trend like decades ago, and it sometimes comes back, but it comes back in like luxurious pieces. It doesn't come back in the form of sportswear like these goddamn tank tops. And if it does come back in velour tank tops, it doesn't come in these ice cream colored looking boys over here. You know, there's like tri-colored ice cream buckets that you can buy. This is what it looks like, man. This is gross. The first color, gross. This second color, I'm gonna say it, gross. And that final color, I don't even know what the third color is. It looks like it might be green because of the collar over here. So it's orange, blue, and green. They're all nasty colors on a nasty piece using a unconventional material for tank tops, but it's not a conventional material because it's not very nice. So it's gonna be a thumbs down for me. That piece is just, it's gross. It's just gross. But moving on, maybe the next piece will be better. We'll go on to the Nameplate Crusher. So this is the bucket hat version of the 6-pack. I think it was a 6-pack. No, it was a camp cap. It was a camp cap. This is the bucket hat version of the camp cap that we got last week. Last week in week 17, we got a camp cap with 2 little straps on the front panel that hold a metal Supreme box logo on it, right? This is the exact same idea, except it's on bucket hats. The bucket hats have a little panel at the front that hold in place a little metal Supreme logo. I gotta say, I'm more of a fan of the Crushers than I am of the camp caps, because there's just better camp caps out there. With this Crusher though, it's kind of kept simple. It's just a little Supreme logo. Actually not too bad, and it comes in some nice colors like this peach, this white, the blue's not too bad. It does come in some nice colors. Do I wear bucket hats though? I don't really wear hats in general, to be honest, so I just don't think I would end up picking this up if I was given the opportunity, so I would have to give it a thumbs down. Moving on, at item number 3 that's coming out this week, we've just got like the nastiest looking camp cap I have seen in a while. I hate to say it, maybe you disagree with me, but does anyone not see this as just super nasty? Like, oh man, like why would you want like a camp cap top with a visor brim? It's just so nasty. This is like something you would pick up at like a tourist shop, and it would have like, I don't know, New York City written on the visor or something. You know, it's nasty. I'm sorry, it's nasty. I don't care if anyone famous wears this and it blows up in popularity. You will not see me dead in this. This is ridiculous. Moving on, we have the, I always mispronounce his name, but I think it's Che, or no, Che or Chi. I honestly don't know. He's the revolutionist from the 1950s that basically inspired the uprising in South America, because South America was being taken over by the Americans and exploited. It's not for a history lesson, guys. We're here to talk about clothing. Unless this collection was inspired by him and his attitudes at the time, then I would dive into him and pronounce his name probably properly. But in this case, no. We're talking about a skating brand that literally printed it all over a rayon shirt because the hipsters will love it. Let's be real. Let's be real. That's the reason they did it. The grayscale one's kind of cool. It kind of reminds me of, ooh, now this is really testing my like 20th century contemporary art knowledge, but the artist that did the negatives and the different two-tonal colored portraits of people. Oh, I can't remember who. I can't remember who, but he's famous. I'm pretty sure it was a he. That's what it reminds me of. Was it Andy Warhol? Did he do it with the can of beans? He did like the negatives with the different colors? No, I'm probably wrong in saying that. I'm probably offending a bunch of art students right now. Or art fanatics. I'm sorry guys, I'm not that caught up in my art. Yeah, nah, this, going back to this tee, I just wouldn't wear it. I just wouldn't wear it. So it's gonna get a thumbs down for me. I can definitely see this appealing to a lot of people, but I would not wear something like that. Moving on, we have the Itchy the Killer. I assume this was like a murderer or something. It has a 1 on the back. This looks like some high school graphics designer designed this tee. Long sleeve tee. It's gross, man. Nah, I'm not feeling it. Unseen to be announced. So some kind of tee we've now got a photo of, but we have no idea what it's called. This unseen to be announced top, not really doing much for me. Not really doing much for me. So I'm gonna leave that one as a no. Next we have the Pitbull tee. This is so gross. This is like one of the worst tees I've ever seen. This is like something that you buy at like a Sunday market from some like 40-year-old suburban mum that's literally doing graphics design as like a pastime. I'm sorry, I hate to beat it up, but that's how it looks. It looks super hideous. Nah, homie, I'm not picking that up. Why do so many people like this? This is gross. It is gross, bro. Moving on to the split tee. We have Itchy the Killer. Is that a movie? Am I just like super ignorant and I just have not watched this movie or something? Because it looks like a scene out of a movie with that photo there. Either way, I'm not really feeling this one. I'm giving it a thumbs down. Moving on, we have the Social tee. I can't even read what that says and I don't have any other photos of it. It just looks like a weird little icon. This is boring. I'm sorry, this week so far has been really boring. There's literally no, at least it's a lot more clothing this week than it is last week's drop. Next we have the marble tee. It's a marble pattern with Supreme in it. Like I just wouldn't wear it. I'm sorry, I wouldn't wear it. I told you this was going to be a quick video. I'm just not feeling this. This Serape blanket, 108 USD is the estimated price for this. Acrylic blend, hand woven in Mexico. It's a cool design, but I mean, I'm not going to buy a Supreme towel anytime soon. Why would I buy a Supreme towel? For 108 alleged US dollars, I could go down to like a, I don't know, like a homewares house and buy towels for like less than that. So, I'm sorry, I'm not buying a Supreme towel. Anno Domini tee with Supreme and what's probably the store's location there. I've seen that kind of stuff like 1,000 times in Supreme seasons. Mesh water panel shorts. These just look like sports shorts that you would wear, and again, I just wouldn't buy it. Sorry, this week is really not appealing to me. Again, there might be heaps of you guys out there that are like, Daniel, you're skipping on some crazy good items, but you know, it's just like stuff that I would never wear, because my aesthetic is literally vintage sneakers with vintage sports clothing or vintage jackets. And as you may notice in this collection so far, none of that has been hitting my my aesthetic, so I just wouldn't pick it up. Next we have the lizard tee. It's what looks like a bunch of shrubs that form Supreme and then a lizard behind them. Alright, I suppose. Would I wear it? How much is it? 38 bucks? Maybe? It's just not doing much for me though. I wouldn't waste the money. Nah, screw it. I don't need that tee. I'll just go buy a Uniqlo $20 tee. Next we have the Supreme Shed Rain Transparent Checkerboard Umbrella. It is going to retail for allegedly 68 USD. Alright. It's alright. I'm still going to leave it as a thumbs up. I'd consider picking that up just because it's a bit of a laugh. You know, I don't own a fancy umbrella, an umbrella that's branded. Why not? Why not just pick this one up, you know? It's alright. And last but not least, we have probably the Hypebeast hyped item of the week. It is the Supreme Motion Logo Tee. Now, this is probably going to come in all the colors that the hoodies and beanies came in this season. Yeah, I'd wear the Motion Logo tee. It's an iconic motif that Supreme copied from the Goodfellas. You know, you can't say no to the motion stuff, but honestly, this whole week here has been really disappointing for me personally, but I can see like some individuals that would be liking like some certain little pieces here and there, but I just think this is super quiet. I mean, Supreme is coming towards the end of their season, and I remember one of their seasons recently ended at 19 weeks, so I assume this is going to be the second last week, but we have no confirmation about that. But just looking at all these pieces, man, I wouldn't buy any of this. The only piece that I would be like, you know what, I'll cop it, would be the Motion Logo tee. That would be it. The Motion Logo tee would be for me, but everything else, I don't feel like I'm missing out on much. I don't feel like I'm like, oh damn, I really wish I picked up that piece, you know? But maybe you disagree. Maybe you disagree. Maybe you're like, Daniel, you're some snoozer that doesn't know what he's talking about. And I love everything, you know? Maybe that's the case. Okay, let me know in the comment section below if you're feeling any of the particular pieces in this week. If you're going to pick something up or not. I just think most of it's pretty ugly. Pretty gimmicky, you know? It's just like something I could find at like a Sunday market in like a vintage shop that's because, you know, someone's grandma bought it for them and they didn't want it. It just looks super cheesy, man. Yeah, this week's not for me. This week's not for me. But let me know how you feel about week 18 that's going to be dropping. I think it's 11 AM Eastern Standard Time on July 2nd, 2020. Let me know everything you got to say about it in that comment section below. That's it, guys. I know I was like super brutal about this week, but I don't know. A lot of it was just really boring. Like the Motion Logo tee was the only thing that I'd be like, you know what? That's cool. I'd cop that. But that's because the Motion Logo is like an iconic motif that Supreme's been doing for like decades, you know? Like, it's not something new or exciting. I was hoping for something new and exciting that was going to drop in this week, but I don't know. It's all just kind of stuff that you're just going to see on Grail for like 20 bucks in like 2 years. Not really. Everyone that like buys a Supreme piece that goes on ground and tries to resell it, they try and resell it for like retail or more, and I'm like, no, bro. Nobody wants your crappy ass like lizard tee that you've worn like 200 times and no longer worn. I'll give you $10 for it. But that's how it is. A lot of this week just fizzes out, seems kind of boring. But again, if you disagree, let me know in that comment section below. Let me know which pieces you're feeling, which you're not. But for me, it's just kind of boring. But if you guys want me to keep covering upcoming Supreme weeks, upcoming Supreme releases, don't forget to leave a big old like on this video, comment in the comment section down below, and to subscribe to the channel as we are trying to aim for 2,400. I have to do the 0 twice, it's kind of lame. By the end of July. Can we hit it? I don't know, man. It's 76 subs ever since we lost that 1 sub. You know, I was celebrating 2,325 and someone thought they wanted to jump ship. And was like, get out of here. Alright, fine. We'll still try and aim for 2,400. See if we can do it by the end of July. But that's it. That's everything I got to say about this upcoming week. Let me know if you're going to be going for anything. Let me know if you like anything. I was basically a miss on almost everything. Let me know. Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in that comment section below. And until the next drop list video, until the next Supreme video, until the next streetwear talk video, guys, I'll catch you later.